Today we are also going to sing a song as our time for all ages. So Moses tells Pharaoh, "Let my people go." Can you all repeat that line? Let my people go. Okay, that's an important one. And the Israelites who Pharaoh held as slaves left to find freedom. And the story is thousands of years old. But this song comes to us from maybe 170 years ago. There are a few different theories of where it comes from. Soldiers called contrabands, meaning that they were themselves former slaves who were fighting in the Union Army, sang this song about slaves making their freedom together in the US Civil War. And it's also said that Harriet Tubman used this song to give instructions in the Underground Railroad, and she freed herself and 70 other enslaved people. That's amazing. And some people say that it's about Nat Turner, who was the leader of a slave uprising in Virginia, or that he is the one who maybe wrote it. We don't know exactly where it comes from, but we know that it comes from people who were enslaved in the US. And this is a call and response song, so Brenda will sing a line, and then we'll all sing, "Let my people go."
Let my people go. Rest the war they could not stand. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down Egypt's land. Tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Here's the next part. Thus says the Lord, Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll strike your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell Pharaoh, let my people go. No more shall they in bondage torn. Let my people go. Let them come out with Egypt's storm. Let my people go. Say it now. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell Pharaoh, let my people go.
Nice, thank you. So this song and the story it tells have inspired so many people through the years. Thank you for singing it with us today.
Bring out the festal bread and sing songs of freedom. Shout with the slaves who fled and sing songs of freedom. Oh, water pharaohs live in arrogance crowned. Who shall be sent to challenge folly about?
Now, when the people saw that Moshe was shamefully late in coming down from the mountain, the people assembled against Aaron and said to him, "Arise, make us a god who will go before us. For this Moshe, the man who brought us up from the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him." Aaron said to them, "Break off the gold rings that are in the ears of your wives, your sons and your daughters, and bring them to me." All the people broke off the gold rings that were in their ears and brought them to Aaron. He took them from their hand, fashioned it with a graving tool, and made it into a molten calf. Then they said, "This is your God, O Israel, who brought you up from the land of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built a slaughter site before it, and Aaron called out and said, "Tomorrow is the festival of the Almighty." They started early in the morrow, offered offerings up, and brought shalom offerings. The people sat down to eat and drink and proceeded to revel.
Resentment is my golden calf by Rich Orloff. Resentment is my golden calf. See how it glistens. It's always there to receive me, and oh, how good it makes me feel. Resentment is so much easier than love. Love is fragile. Resentment is sturdy. You can feel it without opening your heart. I can pray to it at any time, openly or secretly. Resentment empowers me without asking that I give up victimhood. Can your God do that? So if your God isn't satisfying your needs, try resentment today. Resentment accepts everyone, regardless of age, gender, or race. All it asks is that you reject everyone else. Just look for the golden calf. It has more locations than you can imagine. Its glowing shine reflects all who have convinced themselves that bitterness is the sweetest taste that one can experience.
Before I begin my thoughts on our texts today, I want to name that this holiday and the Exodus story would feel easier to approach if the ceasefire still held. What the Israeli government is doing in Gaza is heartbreaking. We have raised our lament and lament still for the hostages returned and unreturned, for the 50,000 Gazans who have been killed, for all people in Israel and Palestine and Lebanon who live with fear for their safety and their children's safety. It feels more complicated this year because I know that others will tell the ancient Exodus story to justify the actions of contemporary governments and the safety of one child over another. But when I turn to this story that people have told for thousands of years, this long, long journey of Moses and his mixed multitude, I hear something else. I invite you to pause before closing your heart to this story or thinking that it holds just one meaning, or thinking that this story is too old to have any truth in it. This passage from Exodus comes later than we might usually go when telling the story. This is way after the plagues, after Pharaoh relents, after the mixed multitude, which Rabbi Danya Ruttenberg reminds us is the Israelites and all of their friends and neighbors who came with them. After the mixed multitude walk through the sea, after God provides them with manna and water in the desert, Moses goes up onto the mountain, and God gives him the 10 Commandments and a lot of laws and instructions. So Moses has been on top of the mountain for a long time, 40 days and 40 nights, no cell phones, no communication. And the crowd at the foot of the mountain is getting restless. Poor Aaron, who has been left in charge, while Moses is gone, is trying to keep this whole thing from going sideways. Surely some of them have lost faith that Moses is going to come back at all, and fear that the God who brought them out of Egypt had abandoned them. And the Israelites and the rest of the multitude do a very human thing. They turn back to something they had tried in the past. The worship of bulls has been a common thing across human history, and these folks have just left Egypt, where the bull god Apis was worshipped as an intermediary between humans and other gods. So Aaron takes their jewelry and makes a calf out of gold, perhaps to serve as an intermediary in Moses' absence. Something tangible in the face of uncertainty. The story goes on to talk about how God overreacts and Moses talks God down, and Moses overreacts and a lot of people die. It's a mess. And I find it incredibly relatable. We all want something to hold on to. Think of it this way: Aaron, who was Moses' most trusted collaborator, and the very people who God had delivered from Egypt and sustained in the desert, who witnessed miracles firsthand on a daily basis, even they, in time of uncertainty, do something that they had specifically been commanded not to do. I think we've all been there. Rich Orloff's poem, "Resentment is My Golden Calf," does something different. It asks us to consider what our own idols are. Not literal figures of worship like Aaron's golden calf, but maybe what shortcuts are we taking in our convictions? What do we do that is more convenient than messy, complicated, abundant love? Orloff names resentment specifically, but I can think of some more idols I know. Always needing to be right, always needing to have the last word, having to see things through to the bitter end, perfectionism, either-or thinking, constructing the world into heroes and villains, defensiveness, avoiding conflict, individualism. This list could get very long, but these are the idols that I have to remind myself to smash, to say nothing of the larger systems of oppression that con us into perpetuating them as other idols. The old list of the sources of Unitarian Universalist faith includes a warning against the idolatries of the mind and spirit. And there's a beautiful passage in both our hymnal and Reformed Judaism's Gates of Prayer, possibly misattributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson, that goes like this: "A person will worship something, have no doubt about that. We may think our tribute is paid in secret in the dark recesses of our hearts, but it will out. That which dominates our imaginations and our thoughts will determine our lives and character. Therefore, it behooves us to be careful what we worship, for what we are worshiping, we are becoming." To put it another way, what's subverting love in how you choose to be in the world? Or, since it's Passover, and Passover is the celebration of the deep human yearning for freedom, where are you choosing a cheap imitation of freedom? Most of us have something that's keeping us from fully embracing true freedom, but we don't have to be stuck with it. Jewish American poet and activist Emma Lazarus wrote, "Until we are all free, we are none of us free. Freedom means everyone. Everyone. There is no real freedom that is for me but not for you. for citizens but not for immigrants, for one soul but not another. This message of the exodus of the Israelites has inspired us from generation to generation throughout the long history of Judaism, from the self-emancipation of people enslaved in this country to the civil rights movement, throughout lands and times and people touched by Jewish and Christian and Muslim traditions, all of which tell this story. People everywhere pray, yearn, and work for freedom all around the world, and we will continue to do so until freedom and peace come to the whole world. May it be so.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Our meditation this morning is from a poem by Primo Levi. We will spend the night recounting far-off events full of wonder. And because of all the wine, the mountains will skip like rams. Tonight, they will exchange questions, the wise, the godless, the simple-minded, and the child. And time reverses its course. Today, flowing back into yesterday like a river enclosed at its mouth. Each of us has been a slave in Egypt, soaked straw and clay with sweat, and crossed the sea dry-footed. You too, stranger. This year, in fear and shame. Next year, in virtue and justice. I invite you to remain seated for our meditation hymn, Hallelujah, which will be on the screen, and number 280 in the hymnal. I invite you to join me in the words to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts, until we are together again. No one is free until everyone is free. Go in peace to create peace for all.